I hope you are all doing really well. I am doing an H&M haul and I just about ripped open the boxes behind me here. I put things on the rail and I am just so excited to start trying things on. I simply did not want to take the time to do my hair. I ended up ordering just a little bit more than I planned on doing, but H&M just had so many good autumn pieces, and obviously because I put things on the rail, I have looked at them. Some of these look even better in real life than they did in the pictures, which is not always the case because some of these also were, I can tell just from hanging them up and touching them that it's probably a no, which is something you can tell when you are in store, but I ordered online, obviously. So shall we just get into it? Actually, before I do, the top I have on is also recent H&M. I think I have worn it in a couple of videos already. As you can see, it is this cable knit short sleeve cardigan. I love the little buttons here. They just really elevate this piece and make it a little bit more interesting. I definitely think it looks way cuter than what it cost. I got this in a size small and the fabric composition was 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. We are going to start with one of the wilder, if not the wildest piece I think it might be in this haul. It is definitely not something I will be wearing on a daily basis, but I just thought this was so cool. I had to try it. This is a pair of skirts. You can see how short it is. So because it is a skirt and not a skirt, it's a little bit easier to get away with wearing something this short. They have this beading going on, as you can see. It's just adding the coolest kind of interest and detail to the piece. This is definitely short, but because it is so low waist, I suppose that makes it a little bit longer. I am very used to having things hit here, and that would obviously make this even shorter. So I think I could wear this lengthwise, just with the right styling, maybe like an oversized blazer, something like that to kind of balance out the proportions. It's a little bit too big, I will say that. It fits in the hips, which is very typical for me, and then it's a little bit too big in the waist, so you can see like this. This is a size US 6, it's an EU 38 is what the tag said, and I'm normally a 38 or 36 in bottoms, so keep that in mind. So for this, probably safe to size down. So we are going to move on. I did promise some basic pieces. I do really love my H&M sweatshirts. They are just incredibly soft, very reasonably priced. Obviously this one I got in an extra small and you can see how big it is. I just love the little embroidery at the front here. If you have sweatshirts from H&M already, this feels very typical. The inside is very soft. So let me try this one on. So you can see nothing too exciting about this. It is, you know, a basic piece, but I do really like updating my sweatshirts and making sure that they look nice and fresh. And as I said, this is an extra small, so you can feel safe that these are pretty roomy. I do kind of actually like it with this skirt as well, just for like a real juxtaposition here. Not something I necessarily know where I would wear it to other than Instagram. Now, most of the other pieces here are far more practical than the skirt I have on. So let's start with some in a color that I am trying to add quite a bit more of into my wardrobe, this dark brown. Dark brown is one of the trendiest colors for the season, but it is also obviously one of the most classic colors you can get. It's going to pair beautifully with lots of other neutrals and it's going to have longevity far beyond the trend. I got this in a size 38 US 6, so same as the skirts I have on right now. And these are 68% polyester, 30% viscose, and 2% elastane. But the main reason that I really love my H&M trousers, they often have an elasticated or a partially elasticated waistband. So the back here is elasticated, which means that this can sit nicely in your waist without being really uncomfortable when you sit down. So I will say that I probably could take a size down in these as well, so they fit fairly similarly to the skirts, just in case you are wondering about the size consistency, and especially because they do have that elasticated waistband. I find that there's no point in having it be too loose or roomy. I say this in every video. I do put my measurements down in the description box below if you want to see how these clothes might hang on you if you want to compare. Hopefully that is helpful. I love that I don't have to hem these. I think they are supposed to be a little bit shorter, obviously, because most people are taller. It's a really nice bonus for me and everyone else who is my height. The color is so good though. I am so excited to start wearing dark brown this season. It's just such a beautiful alternative to black, which can be a little bit harsh. I love this. Love, love, love. I am going to pair it with some of the other pieces I have here. I bought this off the shoulder top. It's looking fairly unattractive on this hanger, so we are just going to hurry up and put it on. But I bought this in a size extra small, just from knowing that these are very, very annoying when they are too big and kind of slide down a little bit. It is 52% polyester, 40% acrylic, and actually 5% wool and 3% elastane. I do really love the color, but if you know what I mean when something feels like a little bit acrylic-y, it just has that, yeah, I don't love that. So I have to say I do really like this top. It's really nice on. It is very soft, it fits quite well, it's incredibly sort of like stretchy. This one feels really nice on, I have to say that. It's not too long either. I think it's a good length if you want to wear it like this, which is a little bit trendy at the moment. I am a millennial, so you know I am going to tuck it into these trousers. It is a beautiful neutral color that is going to go with so many different things. I have to say I am liking this top despite initially not liking the feel of it so much. It's still obviously very soft and feels quite nice to the body. It's just me and acrylic is not my favorite, but it's a really pretty top, I'm not gonna lie. I do like that. And can you see how well it goes with these trousers? It's just such a versatile piece. I do have a couple of striped tops. So I have this incredibly simple cropped racer back top. This is in, I want to say cotton, but I'm going to double check. 95% cotton and 5% elastane. I have worn this a lot already. It's probably a little bit dirty, but it's really great. It's super comfortable. I can really recommend these tops. And this is something I am still going to be wearing for autumn because it's a great piece to sort of layer under some of the other looser, a bit more baggy layers that I have over. And I really like that it's not too tight to the neck. It just is a great basic that I have already gotten quite a bit of use out of. And I'm just so obsessed with striped tops at the moment that I ended up ordering this as well. Look at how cute this is. It's really fussy, really cozy. This is in a size small. It is 52% polyester and 40% acrylic, 5% wool and 3% elastane. But I am loving this concept for autumn, a knit striped top. So we are moving away from the cotton t-shirts that we wore throughout summer, and this just feels like the slightly cozier autumn equivalent. I really, really love it. I can see wearing this with a blazer. This would also transition really well during the springtime, so it's a piece that you can wear for a long time. Obviously nothing trendy about this, but I love the take of it being sort of knit and a little bit fussy. So I bought this in a size small. It's not super roomy, so I think this is a good size. Just keep that in mind. They're not wildly oversized. Again, I just wanted to show you the length of it. I find this kind of styling of a piece like this incredibly unflattering on me, so again I am just going to tuck it into the trousers. And one thing I think is quite nice, especially at this price point, is that they have still matched the stripes. I cannot stand when the stripes are like all drunk looking. It just makes a piece look so incredibly cheap. So I think that is a pretty nice detail that I don't necessarily expect at H&M prices, so I just really wanted to mention that. And I thought this would be a good point to try on some outerwear, and I ordered way more than I thought I did. As I unboxed it just now, it just kept coming, and I thought I didn't order this much outerwear, but I mean, I was there, I remember. I have no one to blame but myself. And there were just so many good pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot. That's a bit unnecessary. I'm not going to keep them all. Please help me decide what to keep. And I always think whenever I order online, most likely I'm not going to keep everything anyways. I think of it kind of as walking into a fitting room and you're grabbing things, and then when you try it on, everything's not going to fit perfectly. And just things don't always look the same in real life. So I'm just trying to justify myself, but shall we just get into the outerwear? And I am going to start with what I am the most excited about. We have this jacket, coat, trench coat looking thing, and this is in a faux suede material, which honestly just means it's textile, but I do think that is a nicer alternative rather than faux leather, which tends to be just straight up plastic that often starts peeling, whereas faux suede feels a lot more long lasting, so it's a much better sort of budget route to go if you are looking for that. And suede, I've talked about it quite a lot on my channel already this year. It's such a hot trend, and especially suede coats. I have a feeling this is going to be trending on social media just because it really hits the mark as far as trends go, but it's also really, really budget friendly. I do think I need to steam this collar a little bit because it's looking a little bit off. So I think that's going to be solved once I give it a nice steam. However, for the price, I don't think you can beat the look. I am really into dark brown, as I already said, and I knew that I wanted to add a coat for the winter season, also for the late autumn season, and I saw this one. I knew I had to try it. I have not steamed this, so you can kind of see what it is looking like. I do think it looks quite good, but it is not very thick. Again, fantastic if you have warmer autumns. It is finished much nicer than the previous one on the inside though. As you can see down the middle, the seam here is just finished a little bit nicer. I just kind of want to show you, since we talk about pricing and quality here on the channel, it is 52% wool and 48% polyester. So like 50-50 blend-ish, which I think is pretty in line with the pricing. If you want 100% wool, I see that mostly at like 300 and up. I really love the color of this one. Again, I think it is actually a beautiful piece, and you can really tell it's a step up from a lot of their other pieces, which I think it is part of their premium line. It is definitely a lighter fabric, like it's not very thick at all, but I think it hangs really nicely. You have a drop shoulder, as you can see, which is making it sort of a little bit more cozy, a little bit more feminine. And I got this in a size extra small, so you can see this is still fairly roomy, but it has a nice length on the sleeves, so it's not too sort of overwhelming, I think. It is nice and oversized. You will definitely fit things underneath here, but just keep in mind, as I always bang on about, when you don't have a lining, it's very typical that the coat will stick a little bit more when you sort of put your arm through the sleeve and things like that, which tends to really bug me, but I don't think it bugs a lot of other people because unlined coats and outerwear in general is so popular at the moment. But it's a beautiful piece, and I also really like the color. It's looking really nice and sort of a little bit more structured. When these look really sort of flimsy, it tends to really drag down the look of the coat, whereas I think this looks quite good. So all of the outerwear is making me just a touch warm, so I figured I could show you the dress that I bought as well, and it is this one right here. How beautiful is this? It's sort of a brownie Bordeaux. It's a gorgeous color, very much sort of a blend of the two trend colors we have at the moment for the season. And it has sort of this waffle seam going on at the bust and also the waist. It should be quite flattering because of that, but I just think it is absolutely stunning. You have a little bit of this sort of pleating going on at the top and also through the bodice and at the waist. It looks absolutely stunning. I also really love the detail in the back. Such a cute button. This is 83% viscose and 17% polyamide, and then the lining is polyester. I really wish the lining wasn't polyester. Only the skirt has a lining. Yep. But the fabric itself feels beautiful. I am quite fond of viscose. It feels really nice, so I don't mind that. But I did originally think this might be cotton. Anyways, I got this in a size small, so let's just try it on, shall we? Oh no, I really love this dress and I think it's just a touch too big and long. It's such a shame, and I just checked online and it is sold out in every single size. Thankfully, H&M does tend to restock fairly frequently, so I am going to be stalking the website and sign up for the updates if they get it back in stock. But you can see it's just, because you do have a stretchy waist, it's just so much more flattering when it actually fits like a little bit more snugly. Whereas here it's just sagging a little bit, and you can also see it would be a little bit more flattering if it were just a couple centimeters up. But this is just such a beautiful dress. I think it looks way more expensive than it was, and if I can get this in the size down, I am 100% doing that. The color just makes it so perfect for autumn, and I can really see myself layering knits over this all throughout the season to kind of make it work, style it with some boots, and you just have the perfect autumn dress, really. So I looked at this kind of jacket a lot last autumn. I think they are beautiful. They just look so luxurious, very sort of simple. It's all about the clean lines, a basic, not too trendy, but it still feels quite modern and current. This is again unlined, and I just want to show you how it is finished because we care about that here. You can see the center back, the side seams and everything. For those of you who care about that as well, let's just try this on. I got this in a size small. Okay, this is honestly such a beautiful piece. It looks quite high-end, I think. I love this color. It's just so wide, and I don't know, it just has that really sort of more luxurious feel to it. The fabric as well feels really soft. I did check the fabric composition, and it is the same as for the dark brown coat here. It is 52% wool and 48% polyester. And obviously, because it is unlined, it's not super thick or warm, but I could definitely wear this, I think, throughout all of autumn. And especially if you have warmer autumns or winters, I think this could be like something you could wear all throughout to spring. It is a gorgeous sort of caramel color, such a classic color that is going to go with so many neutrals, and it just drapes really beautifully. This was, I think, around 200 euros, maybe 160, somewhere around there. I can't quite remember, and the tag doesn't really say. So it's something you want to get right. You want to get the right size, but honestly, it does feel more premium. I do get why the pricing is the way it is. But I mean, can't you just see this as part of like a really classic work wardrobe? It's such a great piece that you can wear for years and years. This is not going to look dated in any time soon. And this year I am also into adding a few more cropped jackets to my wardrobe. I think they are just really fantastic, especially for the transitional weather, and they're easy to style. They're really cool. They're adding a little bit of style. And I came across this and it was so incredibly reasonably priced. If I remember correctly, I think this was around 40 euros, might have been even 35. It was really not that expensive. I'm not expecting a lot from the material, but just touching it, it looks so structured. It looks so much more expensive than it was. I got this in a size extra small. It's fairly boxy. This is 100% polyester. I did not expect anything else for that price. Just to show you the seams on this in comparison to the others. So you can see that whereas the others were finished to make them look a little bit cleaner and neater, this one is just overlocked and then stitched down from the outside. So on the outside, obviously it looks nicely finished like that. I just wanted to show you, because sometimes it's easy to overlook why you pay more even at H&M. So let's just try it on. This is not going to be warm. This is not wool, which definitely could be a bonus if you live somewhere kind of warm and you don't want that wool heating you up anymore. I mean, I think the design is giving COS and then the fabric is giving H&M, but it still looks so much better than what I expected for this price. The sleeves are hanging a bit funny on me. That is the only, like, can you see that? It's definitely having a little bit of a boxy rounded fit. I think it's going to look great with more casual outfits, with jeans, or even sort of more work outfits, something like these tailored trousers. I think this is going to look a little bit more, it's going to fit the style a little bit more. Now, I have bought two sort of sets, and if you know me, you know I love a good set, whether it's a skirt set or a pant set or shorts, whatever it is. Both of these are with skirts and they are knit, and just, I bought two. I told myself one is enough, you should decide on one, and I couldn't. So I didn't. I just thought this was really cute. I love this color. Again, another color that is quite trendy this season, but also something that is so neutral and basic that you can wear it long past that. I really love knit skirts because they're so comfortable. This is something I could just lounge in at home. I am sure that this would look really good layered over the dress. What I will say about this set is that I love the look of it. I think that the cable knit is making it look a little bit more expensive than what it is, but it's one of those pieces, or two of the pieces, where when I unboxed it, I kind of noticed that it feels very acrylic-y, and it is 52% polyester, 38% acrylic, 8% wool, and 2% elastane. Oh, I think it looks so good with these buttons. I do love a kind of flashy gold button. But these two colors together, this is just such, like, I would definitely wear this as an autumn outfit. It's really nice and soft and cozy, obviously, but you just have to see whether the fabric composition is okay for you. Oh, I actually quite like this outfit with a brown headband. I'm not sure if you can see that very well in the camera. But honestly, this set with this coat, can you see how good that would look? But as you can see, this looks almost like a knit dress when you put it on. Things are quite form-fitting. The cardigan I have in a size extra small. The skirt I have is in a size small, which works as well. It is a little bit short, but I think you can also wear it sort of further down. You don't necessarily have to do the high waist. That's just what I prefer. So you can see, you can kind of just pull it down a bit, put it where you like it, because it is knit, it is stretchy, so it's not going to be like overly complicated in the way it fits onto your body. I feel incredibly excited about autumn having this on. I just think it really, really works, and I feel like it's gonna look really good with this as well. I just can't stop imagining outfit ideas for this. So I got this little cropped trench coat, and this color is gorgeous. Looking at it, however, I just feel like I wish that it was longer. I might not be on board with the cropped trench quite yet. I got this in a size small. Oh, it's really nice and roomy. Okay, I quite actually like the look of this. It's really nice and roomy, so perfect if you want to fit thicker layers on underneath, knitwear, things like that. And I have to say that the cropped length does make it feel a little bit lighter. Like, trench coats can be, especially when they're this oversized, very convenient, but they can also be a bit overwhelming because when they're long, it's all you see. I do actually quite like this one. The fabric is 53% cotton and 40% polyester. I don't think this was too expensive either. It's definitely not part of their premium line, but I still think it looks quite good. It would look better with the steam as well. It's okay with the outfit I have on now, but I feel like it would really shine with a pair of either tailored trousers or jeans, something that is a little bit more laid back, where you can just have the crispness of the cropped trench, really. Okay, the final outfit I have, I'm so excited about this, and I have been meaning to buy this for the longest time. It's another set. I did promise I bought two, and this is just so cute. It feels so wrong for the season that we are in, but I have learned from previous experience that if you see it and it's H&M, you need to buy it now or just let it go, because it does not necessarily stick around until spring, which I definitely feel like this is so much more summer spring. And the fabric composition of this is 60% cotton and 40% acrylic, but in contrast to what I have on right now, this feels very cottony to touch, and I just think it's the cutest thing. It's sort of a little bit Chanel-y. The top is in a small and the skirt is in a small also. Oh my goodness, this is too cute. I absolutely do not care that we are in autumn. I absolutely need this set. It is just so sweet, and if you're into this style as well, I know you get me. When you see it, you just have to get it. And these pieces as well, they're not as stretchy as the previous set, but they are like still stretchy, super comfortable. And this top as well, I can really see myself wearing that with jeans. I think it's even going to look good with tailored trousers. I am not really necessarily seeing a lot of autumn styling options, but I think it's going to be great with a white t-shirt, a white shirt, even like a blue striped shirt is going to look great. It's fine, we're going to end on something pretty un-autumny. Sorry about the sun really messing up the light for this video. I bought some accessories in the trend color we are having at the moment, so I thought I would show you. First off, a pair of socks, and I feel like I've been adding socks to every single haul I've had recently. I just really like to have like that little detail. I think it is fun and something to play around with for my outfits, to just finish them off a little bit more. I do have a pair of heels I am planning on wearing these with. So if I've already worn it with those heels when this video goes up, I will put in a picture so you can see the vision here. Maybe a little bit silly to buy socks for one pair of heels, but I always get use out of socks. Then I also bought a belt in this color, and let me just take it out. I really love using H&M for accessories in colors where I'm not entirely sure I am willing to invest a lot of money into it. And I thought this one was really cool because you have this quite unique clasp, at least unique for H&M, which you often have just the most basic. And you can see it just closes like this. Like, it looks so much more expensive than H&M. It's obviously a little bit inspired by other designers, but I really think this is a nice way of adding the trend color into my wardrobe. And primarily I see myself wearing this over coats and blazers. Especially I want to wear it with my trench coats and sort of this kind of colored coat. I can really see this being a pretty beautiful combination. But with that, we are finally through this massive haul. I would love to hear what you think about these pieces. And if you want some outfit inspiration using these pieces, then you can head over either to my Instagram or over to my LTK, where I will have everything linked as well. There will definitely be some outfit inspiration in the upcoming days and weeks, so I hope you enjoy that. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment down below, or you can head over to my Instagram and send me a DM. I am happy to talk clothes. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you very shortly in the next video. Bye!